Hey guys, it's Connor, and I want to share with you something that is seeming more and more likely, or at least possible, and it is going to sound stranger than fiction, I promise you, but just hear me out. Guys, we are down to 3 people. 3. That's a fact, that are responsible for potentially bringing down OpenAI. And here's what I'm about to tell you. And again, if this were fiction, you would have a hard time believing it. But here are the 3 people: Adam D'Angelo, Tasha McAu, and Helen Toner. So originally, Ilia Sutskever was thought to be sort of like the perceived ringleader, the co-founder of OpenAI, responsible for safety and alignment. And it seemed like he was so convinced that Sam Altman was going off the rails and had maybe like discovered AGI and running contrary to OpenAI foundational beliefs that he pressed this panic button. But now Ilia has come out and is totally Team Sam. By the way, I realize I sound totally like my 12-year-old daughter when I say Ilia is Team Sam, but here we are. Ilia posted a tweet saying that he regrets starting anything like this and basically wishes it would all go away. And everybody saw that this morning. They're like, wait, what? I thought you were the dude that did the thing. Point remains now. We're believing everybody. Everybody's like, no, Ilia's with us. It's like, wait, okay. Point remains. The last 3 remaining names, remember, Adam, Tasha, and Helen, the last 3 remaining board members, there are no others here except for Ilia, I guess, are refusing to let Sam Altman back in the face of Microsoft, in the face of investors, billions of dollars, the co-founders of the company, and literally almost every single one of the 770 or so employees at OpenAI who have all basically signed a petition saying they will walk out together, the entire company. And here they are, these 3 standing firm. How could that possibly be? Listen, if the safety concern was that huge, like again, they spotted AGI, Ilia absolutely would have pressed that panic button. Everybody seems to think that. So what happened? Here we go. I am not a big conspiracy guy. I'm just not. I'm kind of anti-conspiracy. But look for just one moment at who is holding almost exclusive, borderline, absolute power, legally speaking. Adam D'Angelo. Adam D'Angelo has been a part of OpenAI board since around, I think it's 2018. He and Sam go back to like Y Combinator days back. They apparently are super good friends, or maybe were. But let's look at this rather unbelievable conflict of interest. Adam D'Angelo, as we've said before, is the founder and CEO of Quora. Quora has its own service. It is called Poe, and Poe is designed to be essentially a kind of a one-stop solution for users that want to interact with different large language models, including GPT, by the way. So Poe provides like these customizable chatbots. Like you put in a permanent prompt, like be a French chef or a motivational fitness instructor or whatever, and it acts like that all the time, right? Super fun. That's the business model. Again, you can use GPT or any other engine you want. No conflict there. But 2 weeks ago, OpenAI released GPTs. Now, what are they? If you have been under a rock, these are customizable chatbots. They're way easier to use. You can upload your own data to pull from that. I mean, they're basically the precursor to autonomous agents. They're incredibly easy to program. The world went nutso for these things. And all of a sudden, way fewer folks are interested in what? In Poe, which is owned by Quora, which was founded by Adam D'Angelo. The CEO of the company that created Poe is the person who can almost single-handedly destroy OpenAI. I really mean that. It's very possible that every single employee is going to walk out that door. So let's talk about what a conflict of interest means. It doesn't mean a conflict of feelings or a conflict of like emotions or something. Adam D'Angelo has a very literal fiduciary duty to who? The Quora shareholders, right? Remember, what he's a part of is a 501c3. There's not a fiduciary duty to a 501c3. It's a nonprofit. He has a fiduciary duty, a legal fiduciary duty, and he does have a responsibility to OpenAI, but put that on pause for a second. A fiduciary duty to Quora shareholders. And Quora is private. And guess what? There seems to be very little overlap in their primary investors. There certainly is some overlap, but very little in their big primary investors. Adam himself has invested $20 million of his own money. So what does that mean? If Adam D'Angelo had a very real possibility of killing the number one competitor to his own company. That's why I say if this were fiction, you would never believe it. One guy has to make that decision. And if you were OpenAI, you would not want to read that book. You would not want to see how it turns out because it makes me very nervous. And yet, here we are. Again, this is my theory. This is conspiracy, maybe. But on the other hand, what else is out? What else is left out there, folks? This is the thing. We're all going to learn this together. Stay tuned.